In Henrico, the school system there is keeping the universal masking policy, but an email some teachers at Deep Run School received last week shows that students are allowed to learn in one classroom at least without a mask. Henrico reporter Karina Bolster in the county's West End tonight with that part of our team coverage. Fill us in, Karina.
Well, Kurt, it's got parents and teachers saying the school system is violating its own policy. Meanwhile, a Henrico School spokeswoman tells me it is utilizing other mitigation measures in order to keep students learning in the classroom.
Disbelief at the way that this was communicated to both the staff and the parents of students at the school.
Deep Run parent April Sullivan got wind of this change due to an email sent to some teachers on Friday afternoon. That email says last week there were a number of students who learned outside of the classroom due to not wearing a mask. But as of today, those students could return to class unmasked after the school system developed plans to bring them back safely.
The very fact that they are willing to bend to the whims of less than 1% of the student body population. I just can't understand what Henrico Schools think they're doing, what the administration is doing.
Henrico Schools spokeswoman says out of the nearly 49,000 Henrico students, about a dozen families do not want their children to wear a mask in school, citing Executive Order 2. While HCPS is watching court cases surrounding EO2, based on VDH and Department of Education guidelines, other mitigation efforts are being utilized to keep those students in the classroom, including plexiglass desk shields and extended social distancing.
Why do you even have to do that? Because you don't have to do that. What you can do is say, no, you will wear a mask or you won't come to school, just like everyone else.
HCPS says the main goal is to have every student learn in person using layered mitigation efforts to minimize the spread of COVID. I spoke briefly with a parent who is for choice on the mask issue, and he says as long as the school isn't ostracizing kids, this plan is a more common sense approach. Meanwhile, the Henrico Education Association called the move a, quote, slap in the face to disabled and immunocompromised students. Now, again, Henrico Schools says there are a limited number of students who have chosen to remain unmasked across the county. However, a source tells me there are at least a dozen at Deep Run alone and at least one Douglas Freeman parent who does not want their child to wear a mask in school. Live and on your side in Henrico, Karina Bolster, NBC 12 News.
All right. Thank you, Karina. The Chesterfield